It's your friendly Uncle Whistler here. I've got some of your questions. Question 1.
Whistler, no, back in your corner. Back immediately, go back in your corner and whistle.
But you're dead, I killed you.
No, you didn't. I'm invincible and marvellous generally. Go on, clear off. Go. Thank you. Ah, hello, dear listeners. Yes, normal service has been resumed. Uncle Ben here. Got a few questions, so let's carry on as if nothing ever happened, shall we? Claire writes in again. Hello again, Claire. Dear Uncle Ben, following on from your most elucidating hosiery... Dear Uncle Ben, following on from your most elucidating hosiery of Reading... Brackets, autocorrect changed history, but I prefer hosiery anyway. So do I, Claire. She carries on. I mean, autocorrect didn't change history. Well, anyway, close brackets. What happens to you if you enter the winner's triangle? So I've got the fact of autocorrect changing history in my head. It'd be rather marvellous if it did. I suppose instead of the Spanish Armada, we'd have the Spanish armbands. Oh no, not the Spanish armbands. Not to mention, of course, all the horrors of the First World Wardrobe. Anyway, what was the question? Yes, the winner's triangle. Well, for those of you who don't know, by the way, the winner's triangle is an area of Reading. Well, Claire, it is said that if you enter the winner's triangle, you become lost in time and space, drifting through a nonsensical landscape of the not now and the never was. In reality, what actually happens to you if you enter the winner's triangle, well, happens to me anyway, is that you go to the cinema, because there's quite a nice showcase there. Does rather splendid popcorn. There we are. A question from Fraser. Hello, Fraser. Nice to hear from you. Dear Uncle Ben, if Indiana Jones had access to a TARDIS, what movie would he go to the premiere of? Brackets, except his own. Interesting question. Well, talking about his own, he certainly wouldn't go to the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, would he? It's bloody awful. He'd probably kill himself. Well, would he go to something about archaeology? Tomb Raider or The Mummy or something? Mind you, they're not very good films, are they? Well, maybe he'd go to Whiplash. Whiplash. Or Junior with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Actually, talking about that, because his name's Junior, Indiana Jones is actually the dog, isn't he? So, what film would a dog like to go to? Maybe a Spielberg classic, like Pause. Or a Close Encounters of the Third Kind. No, stop it. Jurassic Park. Oh, God. Actually, I think Indiana Jones, the man, would actually like Jurassic Park, wouldn't he? Yes, that's a good one. Right, there we are, Fraser. My answer is Jurassic Park. Marvellous. Chris writes in again. Hello, Chris. Thanks, Uncle Ben. I have another question for you. Very good. They say too many cooks spoil the broth. How many is too many? 6. There we are, that was easy. Moving on. Another question from Chantal. Hello, Chantal. Dear Uncle Ben, I asked Small, Small is her son, by the way, marvellous fellow he is too. Anyway, I asked Small if he had a question for you, and he said this. Can you drive Gordon all the way round the roundabout and through the traffic lights to Baberhurst? Well, of course I can, Small. I would be only too happy to. The next time I'm down your way, I shall, of course, drive Gordon all the way round the roundabout and through the traffic lights to Baberhurst. Mainly because Baberhurst sounds like an absolutely splendid place. Must go there. Right, moving along. Aidan, a question from Aidan again. Hello, Aidan. Uncle Ben, why is it that people find themselves in a situation? Well, I think, I'm going to pass this question over to someone who just happens to be standing in the corner of the room there. Not Uncle Whistler, although he sounds quite a lot like him, strangely. At the other corner of the room there's Fagin. Fagin, can you come here, please? Thank you. No, put that back. Here he comes. Yes, I want you to answer a question for this lady here, alright? Just come and stand by the microphone, there we are. Really good. Now, the question is, why do people find themselves in a situation? Think you can handle that?
Yes, my dear. Hello, Aidan. Let me explain to you, my dear. You see, the reason people find themselves in a situation is because they go Christmas shopping far too late. Or they ramble amongst the brambles and lurk in hedges at the local village fete.
They might tell someone they're being rude or speak when they are on the tube or give spoilers for new Game of Thrones or talk too loudly on their phones, put themselves in stupid places, post cryptic sodding Facebook status. Dive badly in a multi-story, or admit they voted Tory. I think they'd better just ask Uncle Ben. There we are, hope that answered your question. Thank you, Fagin. Back immediately. Give me my wallet back. Thank you. Rascal, he is a rascal. Right, let's move on to the next question. Where are we? Sandy gets in touch. Hello, Sandy. How the devil are you? Sandy writes, Dear Uncle Ben, why are geniuses, or genii, so difficult to get on with? Interesting. I don't think all of them are, but some of them certainly are. Well, I think it's probably all that time in the lamp, isn't it? Sitting there in a lamp, tiny confined space for hundreds, if not thousands of years on end. And then when they come out, they've got to grant people wishes. They don't get their own wishes, do they? No, it's what everyone else wants. That's probably what it is. Oh no, wait a minute, I'm thinking of genies. Sorry, you're talking about geniuses. Although I must take this opportunity whilst I'm answering this question to play the I Dream of Genie theme tune, because it's bloody marvellous. So there we are, let's put that on. Right, Sandy, well, I think the trouble is that often a genius can be a genius in many fields, very intelligent in lots of things, and very understanding of lots of things, and yet they can fail in the most basic, simple things sometimes, which the rest of us find come only naturally. Like being kind to each other, being understanding, being affable. Simple, basic, everyday things, coping with the everyday even. And they're just not as good as coping with that, because that part of their brains maybe doesn't work, because it's all focused on this geniusy bit. I don't really know, but I think that might be a reasonable answer, and if it isn't, sod you. I hope you're well though, take care, bye. Right, moving on. Oh, I do love that theme tune. Anyway, yes, all right, Wister, I'm going back to you. Okay, Jen Bird again. Hello again, Jen, how are you? Jen says, thank you for your enlightening words of wisdom, re the cheeseburger cheese conundrum. My pleasure, Jen. Might I trouble you to explain the offside rule? Oh, God. I mean, no good. This is quite complex. Okay, are you ready? Are you listening, Jen? Pay attention. Right, so, if one person has the ball, but the ball is over the halfway line while still being behind the stadium and just to the left of the Lithuanian bookstore, you know the one, but the player is not in the same time zone as Christina Aguilera, but is in the mood for a bubble bath and a back-to-back viewing of the Godfather trilogy, then he is onside and can carry on and shoot for the goal, etc. However, if two players from the opposite team behind him are born within 5 days of each other but are not the same star sign but are the same shoe size, and 3 players from the opposite team in front of him are having an existential crisis and just thinking, oh God, what's the point of all this, I mean really, and the goal is further away than a comfortable bus journey to Aberdeenshire but close enough so you could do a quick pencil sketch of it, then you are offside. Quite simple, really. Thank you for that question, Jen. And finally, another question from Claire. Hello again, Claire. Claire says, Dear Uncle Ben, how do I get the theme tune to Ask Uncle Ben out of my head? Believe me, if you ever find out, Claire, please tell me how. Please. You could try jamming your head in the tumble dryer. That might work. Or maybe think of a catchier song, like, I don't know, Mamba No. 5, whatever that one is. Oh, a little bit of Erica in my loft, a little bit of Basil underneath, a little bit of Jesus in the wainscoting, whatever it is. Yeah, try that. I don't know. Oh, I Dream of Genie, that's a good one. Alright, sorry, Mr. Christ. Actually, I'm not sorry at all, Mr. You tried to murder me, so sod you. Here's a bit more of I Dream of Genie. This might get it out of your head. Right, that's it for today, everybody. Take care of your insatiable, inquisitive selves, won't you? Bye now. Let's rock this last bit. Ba-da, ba-ba-ba-da-da, ba-da, ba-ba-ba-da-da, ba-da, ba-ba-ba-da-da-ba. This is my definition of rock. Ba-da, ba-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo, ba-ba-da-da-dee-da-doo-doo-doo-doo. Sing along at home, everyone. Ba-da, ba-ba-ba-da-da, ba-da, ba-ba-ba-da-da, ba-da, ba-ba-ba-da-da-ba. Ba-da, ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Marvellous.